In 1936, the first programmable computer was invented, soon followed by the personal computer. The groundwork was being laid for our current landscape, with the first cell phone making its appearance in 1973. Z3 is the first workable, programmable computer in the world. During the last 5 decades, the acceleration of communication technology has moved at a breakneck pace. The first email communication began in 1971, used primarily within the government and later at colleges and universities. Cell phones grew in popularity in the 1980s, with the internet arriving in the 1990s. Ray Tomlinson, where he sent the first email in 1971. The email began as an experiment to see if two computers could exchange a message. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, presents the original iPhone in 2007. Sensors can allow industries to constantly monitor critical assets at a small cost. Virtual and augmented reality technology carries incredible potential for the maintenance sector. Already widely used in aircraft maintenance, this technology can be incorporated in many different industries as well. Fax machine were ubiquitous in offices in the 1980s and 1990s, but have gradually been rendered obsolete by internet-based technologies such as email and the World Wide Web. Fax machine, sometimes called telecopying or telefax, is the telephonic transmission of scanned printed materials, normally to a telephone number connected to a printer or other output device. Anti-terra mechanism is the earliest example of an analog computer. More than 200 years old, this Greek invention was used to determine the dates of various events several years into the future. Printing press is a much more modern invention dating back to 1436 AC when Johannes Gutenberg Lycurgus cup is an old Roman chalice that seems to be the first example of nanotechnology in the world. Voynich manuscript is one of the greatest examples of an ancient technology that scientists can't explain to this day. It contains hundreds of bizarre drawings and pages full of a language that cannot be deciphered. Internet. It allows people from around the world to interact through written messages as well as audio and video messages. Computers operate through a rapid pulsing of electrical currents. People use computers to access the internet and print physical copies of digital content among other functions. Software. It includes the program of a computer uses to function properly. It aims to provide entertainment to users or make tasks more efficient. Solar panels use the energy from the sun rays to generate power. People use these panels to power things such as buildings, homes, outdoor lighting system, water heating system, and more. Wind turbines. It is used for spillers to generate wind energy. They are typically tall pillars located in open plains or within the ocean where winds are strongest and generate the most energy. E-books is a digital alternatives to traditional print are now plentiful. This enables users to access a multitude of reaching materials from a single portable device, so there's no longer the same need to carry around a lot of bulky heavy books. Modern cars have computers at their core to monitor and adjust the engine, control safety systems, as well as operate comfort, convenience, and security systems. Websites and blogging. Websites advanced along with the internet. Suddenly, everyone had a GeoCities or tripod website dedicated to themselves. This is also the time when the blogging craze started to sit in or the consumer level with the introduction of weblogs, later condensed to blogs. Floppy disk, aka the real-life save button icon. A few years later, sharing information gradually started to become easier. Instead of handing over a floppy disk or CD-ROM, people began emailing documents or storing large files on USB sticks or flash drives. Polaroid camera, gratifying feeling of developing your images instantly and anticipating the appearance of the images you've captured on a neat little square. Polaroid stopped manufacturing the film in 2008 and digital cameras have been around since 1995. Instagram. Then along came Instagram, making snapping instant photos much more convenient, creating an internet network of amateur photographers across the globe. Typewriter. The existence of the typewriters date back to 1714 as described by Britt Henry Mill, an artificial machine or method for the impressing or transcribing of letters singly or progressively, one after another, when he filed a patent for the description of the device. Game Boy Color is an early getaway portable device to the digital world of technology for kids who grew up in the 1990s. They allowed kids to become acquainted with technical devices from an early age. Portable Apple device, where people can access almost every game they desire by downloading apps or accessing content on the internet. Nintendo 64 is the epitomized old-school gaming to our modern era. Xbox One has vocal commands and multitasking capabilities that were only dreamed about in 1997 when the N64 dropped. With these newer gaming consoles, users can even surf the web. VHS cassette. VHS tapes started phasing out in 1996 when DVDs were invented. VCRs were a staple in every household for watching VHS recorded content. DVD. When DVDs appeared in the market, they were considered to be the latest technological advancement. A disc has a 10.5 nm laser reading mechanism. Recordable DVDs had the writing mechanism of 10.5 megabits, where users could record onto blank disk or overwrite previously recorded material. Now, even DVDs are marginally obsolete because of internet streaming services like YouTube and Netflix. Portable CD player or Walkman. In 1979, Sony's Walkman reached the market as the first portable music device with dual capabilities of playing the radio and cassettes. Walkman released a CD player version in 2006 to jive with the technological changes. In 2010, Walkman ceased production of the further products. Telegram. Electrical telegraph sent electrical signals across conductive wires. As patented in 1750 by Benjamin Franklin, this means of communication was developed to enable the transmission of messages without an actual physical exchange. Telegraphic communication was a predecessor to email. Casio's Infraceptor watch was a smartwatch of sort. It served as a phone book, infrared message sender, gaming device, and stopwatch. The IR beams the watch emitted also allowed users to burst other players in games on the watch. It retailed for $100 in the 1980s. Smartwatch. The one who replaced the Casio's Infraceptor watch. It is from Peebles, Samsung, and Google are the new addition to the market of smartwatches that can sync with your smartphone. Rounded TV screens. Older TVs operated from photons being fired from a photon gun in the back of the TV, hitting the screen in such a way to produce color pictures. The screens were rounded to provide ample distance from the electron gun and the screen. Flat screen TV. A new model that do not use this technology from the old model. Philips developed a flat screen TV model which sparked further developments like HD TVs, Ultra HD TVs, and 3D TVs. Modems with wired connections such as Ethernet developed, enabling users to not connect via phone lines. In the 2000s, Wi-Fi started gaining popularity, revolutionizing how people use the web forever. AirRobot is designed and built the most thoughtful and intelligent home innovations that make life better. It takes care of dirt and messes with 3-stage cleaning system and navigates carpet and hard floors in neat rows. TallyStick was an ancient memory aid device to record and document numbers, quantities, or even messages. Abacus is a mathematical device used to aid an individual in performing mathematical calculation. It was invented in Babylonia in 2400 BC. The abacus in the form we are most familiar with was first used in China in around 500 BC and is used to perform basic arithmetic operations. Napier bones was invented by John Napier in 1614. This allowed the operator to multiply, divide, and calculate square roots by moving the rods around and placing them in a specially constructed board. slide rule was invented by William Oughtred in 1622 based on Napier's idea about logarithms. Pascaline was invented by Blaise Pascal in 1642. It was its limitation to addition and subtraction and is too expensive. A step reckoner invented by Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz in 1672. The machine that can add, subtract, multiply, and divide automatically. Jacquard loom is a mechanical loom which was invented by Joseph Marie Jacquard in 1881. It is an automatic loom controlled by punch cards. Arithmometer is a mechanical calculator invented by Thomas de Colmar in 1820. This was the first reliable, useful, and commercially successful calculating machine. It could perform the 4 basic mathematical functions, and it is the first mass-produced calculating machine. Deference engine and analytical engine were both automatic mechanical calculator that is designed to tabulate polynomial functions and was invented by Charles Babbage, who also is the father of the computer in 1822 and 1834. This is the first mechanical computer. First programmer was known in 1840, named as Auguste Ada Byron, who suggests to Babbage to use the binary system. She writes programs for the analytical engine. Sowitzian calculation engine was invented by Per George Sowitz in 1843. This was based from Charles Babbage deference engine. This was the first printing calculator. Tabulating machine was invented by Hermann Hollerith in 1890, which is utilized to assist in summarizing information and accounting. Harvard Mark I, also known as IBM Automatic Sequence Controlled Calculator, was invented by Howard H. Aiken in 1943 and was known as the first electronic mechanical computer. Z1 is the first programmable computer that was created by Konrad Zuse in Germany from 1936 to 1938. In order to program the Z1, the user required to insert punch tape into the reader and all output is generated then. Athanasoff-Berry computer was the first electronic digital computing device that was invented by Professor John Atanasoff, who was a graduate student in Clifford Berry at Iowa State University between 1939 and 1942. ENIAC, or Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. This was the first electronic general-purpose computer that was completed in 1946. This was also developed by John Presper Eckert and John Mauchly. UNIVAC 1, or the Universal Automatic Computer 1, was the first commercial computer that was designed by John Presper Eckert and John Mauchly. Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer was the first stored program computer that was designed by von Neumann in 1952, and it has a memory to hold both a stored program as well as a data. Osborne 1 is the first portable computer that was released in 1981 by the Osborne Computer Corporation. Vacuum tubes for circuitry and magnetic drums for memory, although they were often enormous, taking up the entire room. Transistors, which replaced the vacuum tubes and ushered in the second generation of computer. One transistor replaced the equivalent of 40 vacuum tubes. Integrated circuit was a hallmark of the third generation of computers. Transistors were miniaturized and placed on silicon chips that were called semiconductors, which drastically increased the speed and efficiency of computers. Microprocessor wrote the fourth generation of computers as thousands of integrated circuits were built onto single silicon chips. As these small computers became more powerful, they could be linked together to form networks, which eventually lead to development of the Internet. Artificial intelligence. There is the use of parallel processing and superconductors is helping to make artificial intelligence a reality. The goal is to develop devices that respond to natural language input and are capable of learning and self-organization. Keyboard is used to enter information into the computer and for giving commands. A standard computer keyboard is called QWERTY keyboard. Ball mouse is an input device operated by rolling its ball across a flat surface. Mouse is used to control the on-screen pointer by clicking, double-clicking, or dragging object on the screen. Optical mouse is an advanced computer pointing device. It uses light-emitting diode or lead in place of the traditional mouse ball. is a display screen that is used to provide output to the user. It is where you can review the information you are working on. Printer is an output device that produces hard of the information. Control unit, also known as CPU. This is the brain of the computer which performs data processing information. It controls the working of the entire system.